What is up, Earthnoids and Space Noids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we are returning to the Second Neo-Zeon War as we continue our coverage of Char's counterattack. Last time, Char and Neo-Zeon dropped 5th Luna onto Lhasa, Tibet, taking out EFF's new headquarters. The Pariahs, along with Hathaway, escaped on a shuttle as it was almost taken out by the asteroid. Last we left off, Amado headed to the moon on a booster bed. In this episode, Amado goes to Anaheim Electronics to pick up new Gundam, and Char sneaks his way onto Londinium. So let's get into this. Amado takes a nappy nap as he sets course to the moon. He finally makes it to Von Braun to meet with October and Chan. She informs Amado that AE is also making mobile suits for Neo-Zeon as well. October says that it isn't a part of his operation, giving plausible deniability.
Typical corporation, right?
Amado gets it. I need to keep this on loop.
Typical corporation, right?
Amado inspects a naked new Gundam. He inspects the Psychomu receiver pack. October mentions their R&D division built a Psychomu system directly into the frame. Amado wonders why he suddenly knows this information.
Typical corporation, right?
He wants to take New Gundam, but October says that it will still need 3 days.
Not good enough.
Thanks, Chan. She's at least a good hype man, but still doesn't make sense that it isn't Beltachika. Char is hyping up his men for the upcoming mission. They're diverting Londo Bell. He says that he feels like a total clown. Unlike the manga where Nanai, or in this case Mesta, takes the reins of the Railula, helping to divert Londo Bell from the fleet. Definitely more detailed in the manga. If you haven't checked out our coverage of Beltachika's children, do yourself a favor and give it a read, especially if you are a Char's counterattack fan. Gyune goes to apologize. In the manga, Gyune will be picked on a lot, and we will see this more in the movie, but his character development can be summed up by this dialogue by Char.
You're quite expensive. We can't afford to lose you.
Kaisis and Bayer is concerned about Gyune joining them on the mission, but Nanai informs them that he is quite a good bodyguard, and the scenery will make him feel better. They prep for the mission. Bright is informed of movement by Neo-Zeon. He sends a message to Amado. Chan gives him the message while fiddling with the Psychomu system when he is informed of Char's movement. In the movie, he just says F it and tries to get it working. Resin wonders why they are doing a long-range attack in mobile suits. Chan and Amado get into New Gundam and head out. October warns them that they aren't going to make it in time. New Gundam takes off on the booster bed using a mass driver system. All the G's to the face causes Chan to pass out. And better you pass out than vomit. Londo Bell and Neo-Zeon forces begin engaging in battle while Char and Gyune head out on a shuttle to Londinium. Like the manga, the apogee motors on the shuttle carrying the Pariahs and Hathaway are broken. Unlike the manga, however, you don't get this silly guy yelling for his life.
Get me out of here!
Kyra is protecting the ship in a Jagan when Resin comes in with her custom Gyaradoga. The two begin fighting and Resin has the upper hand. Reinforcements shoot off a beam attack. Resin and the Gyaradogas retreat just as Amado and Chan show up in New Gundam. The RX-93 New Gundam is one of the most advanced mobile suits during the Neo-Zeon War, and a continuation of Project Zeta. It is built off of the test data of Narrative and Mu Gundam. This mobile suit focuses on durability, and many of the parts of the Gundam are EFF standard, with the exception of the Psychoframe. This is also the best of Amado in a mobile suit, as it is the culmination of all his battle data ever. The New Gundam is also the first Gundam-type machine to be equipped with funnels, and a newly developed MS control program is installed to account for the mobile suit's center of mass during separation and movement of the funnels. Specifically, New uses 6 fin funnels. Each funnel is made up of 3 blocks which contains its own AMBAC system. These funnels can also be used for defensive purposes. It is equipped with 60mm Vulcans, 2 beam sabers, a beam rifle with a 3.8 megawatt output, and a new hyper bazooka, as well as a shield. It also has birdlime launchers, which is the spooge that some mobile suits shoot out to seal colony cracks. Did you know it had a name? I've just been calling it spooge. It also has dummy launchers. Amado notes that they are pulling back. They are organized and knew exactly when to withdraw. He realizes the down shuttle is nearby. Like the manga, Londo Bell saves the shuttle and Bright runs into Hathaway. Adenoir tells Bright that he must head towards Londinia on urgent matters. Amado is having a dream. Lala soon. Bird form, activate. Lala in bird form is my favorite Lala. She approaches him as he says that she must not talk to Char anymore. But like the manga, Lala tells Amado that Char is pure of heart. Amado wakes up in a cold sweat just as Chan tells him to come to the mobile suit deck. Chan notes that he has become cold. Also, did you know that you could buy these underwear? Well, you can. What a time to be alive. Chan waits for Amado. What he said would be a few minutes turned into a few hours. Chan doesn't have too many character moments considering she should be someone else, but this moment of her waiting shows her commitment to Amado. Loyalty, that's something. It's technically a character trait. Quest and Hathaway play with the simulator. Quest wanders around and runs into Amado. In the manga, the two share a moment, which gives Quest the understanding that he is a good person. Here, ready? Let's count this one down.
Quest pariah?
Yes.
I'd advise against civilians going past this point.
Oh, okay.
Quest!
Well, that was quick. Hathaway and Quest talk about Amado and ponder what a new type is. He believes it is developed once man heads into space. Quest is sad because she grew up on Earth. In the manga, she is more mad and frustrated about this manner. Char's shuttle makes it to Londinium. Quest wanders around the hangar and Chan stops her. This is an important moment in the manga where instead of Shan, it is Beltachika, and Quest is able to sense that she is pregnant. Here, well,
I don't care what you say. That's the way I see it. You should get off this ship right away.
it's just silly squabble. Justice for Beltachika. The Ra Kailoom makes its way to Londinium. Quest tells Hathaway that her father knows nothing about the colonies. The two begin having a conversation about whether it is right or wrong to send Earth into a freeze for Char's ideals. Also, for the longest time, I thought this guy was Omer Fang from the original White Base crew. But nope, just some random dude. We will, however, see Omer showing up in a manga following Kika Kobayashi in UC 0095 titled Mobile Suit Gundam Pulitzer. Amado and Bright wonder what Audenwire's business with the colony is. They depart and the pariahs meet with Cameron Bloom. You remember Cameron? Never gets old. They head to the hotel where they meet up with Neo Zeon and Char Ass Nibbles himself. Meanwhile, Quest calls Hathaway to ask him out on a date, and Amado agrees to chauffeur.
Hathaway?
They are working out the details regarding a treaty between EFF and Zeon in exchange for Axis. Amado gives Hathaway a third-generation Hado, and they head out to pick up Quest. Char and Neo Zeon complete their exchange relatively quickly in the movie, which does make EFF seem even more comically incompetent. Ultimately, it was just a quick exchange over disarmament and resources. He changes into his suit and begins doing something extremely wicked.
Amuro.
He sigs at Zeon and heads out. Quest and Hathaway are enjoying the sights as they explore the colony with Amado driving them. He sees a swan, and it reminds Amado of Lala in bird form. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Char comes out on his horse. Amado chases him. He informs Gyune to come in and pick him up. In our coverage of the manga, we played this moment very, very gay. This time, let's make it a little bit more epic. Amado pulls out a gun and Quest comes in and smacks it out of his hand. She goes in and picks it up, protecting Char. He takes Quest and the two run off. That is when Gyune comes in with the Hobby Hyzek. The RMS-116H Hobby Hyzek is a civilian mobile suit that is closer to a nice car or a hot rod rather than a piece of military equipment. After the disbanding of the Titans, EFF had a surplus of Hyzeks. In UC-0093, these mobile suits do not serve the military's needs, so they eventually showed up on the public market. This is just a Hyzek with all the armament stripped away and is now classified as a sports mobile suit. Gyune touches down and picks up Char and Quest. Cameron goes to meet with Bright and informs him that Char is currently in the colony. He wonders if Audenwire was at the meeting, and Cameron says yes. Bright then goes to meet with Audenwire to try to convince him not to work with Char, but it is too late. He is heading to Luna 2 to oversee the disarmament of Neo Zeon. Bright knows they don't intend to disarm. While heading back to Sweetwater, Gyune and Quest fly around in the Hobby Hyzek. She is a natural even though she hasn't flown ever. She does a flyby on the transport ship. Gyune tells her to stop it for his sake, so he doesn't get in trouble. Quest says she will take care of him. But one thing to note is that in the manga, she does not say this, and the captain smacks the shit out of Gyune, or Gus in this case. Quest meets with Char. He wonders why she is drawn to him, and she says that she believes the people of Earth are weighed down by gravity. Then she essentially says, I saw this bird lady, Amado saw this bird lady, we all saw this bird lady. She is of course referring to Lala. She says that she happened to meet Amado by coincidence. Meanwhile, on Londinium, Hathaway purchases a med. He plans on using this to get back Quest. And that will do it for this episode. If you haven't, you really should be watching these videos along with our coverage of Beltachika's children to really flesh out this part of the UC timeline. If you are wondering why scenes in this movie last for a brief moment, I can assure you that the manga fleshes them out a little more. One thing to note about Beltachika's children is the attack on 5th Luna and the diversion to get Char to Londinium was one mission. After launching the asteroid into Earth, they swung around the planet and begun phase 2 of their operation. The movie really makes it seem like two different missions, one taking place during the inciting incidents of the movie, and the other before the call to action by Char and his sunglasses. Amuro still hasn't completely figured out the inner workings of the Psycho Frame, but it is completely functional, which is not the state New Gundam is in during this point in the manga. Next time, Char will train Quest as a new type. Nanai will get jealous, and everyone prepares for the exchange at Luna 2. It does not go as Addenwire expected. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, if you do die a new type, you could turn into a bird. Peace.